flight crew. Welcome back. Welcome aboard. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Feels like it's been forever since we been together and started flying again, you guys. What a long week that was, a long weekend, right? Going on vacation, flew up to Salt Lake City, went and hung out, learned some things flying up the Salt Lake City flight crew that I have to bring to your attention. So before we do that, though, before I get into the flight and get distracted, flight crew, today's Monday. We're in Sacramento. What do I have to say about Sacramento? I have nothing good right now to say about Sacramento, California. If you're just new to the channel, if you're just new to just watching this stream, and you want to know what we're talking about, what the flight crew and us are talking about, flight crews, our subscribers, is go back to the previous video and watch the Sacramento approach. I have nothing to say. Definitely have nothing positive to say, so I have nothing to say about Sacramento and that approach, what we had to do. I don't. I'm very excited, flight crew, to get out of Sacramento. I'm very excited to get our butts up in the air, leave Sacramento behind us, and moving forward into San Diego is where we're going today. San Diego. We're going to go into San Diego. San Diego is a payware. Don't forget, we bought the airport through San Diego, so we're going to get the runways, the textures on the runway, the runway lights, everything like that. So we're going to get that. So don't forget, it is a payware. Roll call, everybody, real quick. Let's do some roll call. Let's start off here with Enrul, Anarul. Welcome aboard. Nilsson, welcome aboard. I'm right, you're wrong. Welcome aboard. Oh, hang on, everybody. Hang on. YouTube's going crazy. Maybe. Okay, I'm right, you're wrong. Welcome aboard. Here we go. Michael, welcome aboard. ASGHARKHAN232. Sorry, I can't say it, man. Shout out to you, though. Appreciate you showing up. Dennis, welcome aboard. Alan, what's up, man? Welcome aboard. Joy, JOAO, welcome aboard. Colin, welcome back. Callie Banks, Thomas, what's up? Tim White, welcome aboard. Pactaris, PRAKASH, welcome aboard. Marco, welcome back. I lost my spot. Allison, welcome aboard. Rowan, welcome aboard. Timothy, welcome back. Irene, welcome back. And Simulator Pick, welcome aboard. And we also got to give a shout out to the people that are on Twitch right now. We actually have to shout out Master Jedi Skywalker, welcome aboard. Head Shooter Man 15, welcome aboard. And last but not least, Rampster 1277, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, everybody. That is a roll call. We have grown. Look at our flight crew. I had to stop and take a couple breaths. That was some name calling. I like it. We're growing. I never thought I'll see the day. I love you guys. Never thought I'll see the day. All right, let's get into our flight. Like I said, we're going into San Diego, you guys, out of Sacramento, California. Let's jump into our flight briefing and let's get this plane ready for passengers. So flight briefing today, you guys. We're going up. We're taking the Delta plane today. We're not doing American Virtual Airlines because we can only fly American Virtual Airlines flights, obviously, and some of them are just not good routes. They're just not good. I'd rather just play with the plane that we got, that we bought the sound for, and we'll just be the Delta plane that goes around and we'll just bounce from state to state. That way we can do the routes that we want at the times that we want, and we can just kind of go off of that type of thing. We can still fly the American Airlines flights, but we just can't use their names, obviously, and everything like that. But that would just give us more. This gives more opportunities to go into different airports. This gives us more power of what we can do. So we're kind of going to go that route. I'll play with it, see what's going on with it, but I'm kind of leaning towards that way, guys. We get more control of where we're going and the time, and we can just fly all the routes as long as it's compatible with the Airbus 320 or 320neo. As long as the flight routes are compatible with it, we'll fly it, right? So why limit ourselves is basically what I'm trying to say. So as right now, we're in the Delta. Once I get our default Delta sign is 6242 right now. And the reason we're doing this one is because we've got the payware sounds. We get the payware sounds of those engines starting up and roaring. And we got confirmation for one of our flight crew members. Let's give a shout out to Rampster. Rampster 1277 actually gave me a comment, dropped me a line and said, you know what, the Neo engines actually scream like that. They're actually very loud and very scream like that. So basically we got our money's worth on the sound paper. So Ramster, thanks for stepping up and giving this man a comment, man. Appreciate you. Good. So let's jump into the plane so you guys can hear me a little bit better, and let's get the plane ready for passengers by going over our briefing. Delta 6242 is our call sign. We're in Sacramento, California, going into San Diego. Alternate airport if need be. I'm not making 2 more roundabouts. We're going to the alternate airport next time. Sacramento situation, I should say, will not happen to us again. If we have to circle around twice the 3rd time, we're going to go to our alternate airport, whatever it is, and hopefully they'll have better weather or just not a glitch in the system, and we'll do that. So no more 3 go-arounds. I'm telling you, if you guys haven't seen it, go look at the last video. Nothing else needs to be said. July 10th, this flight's going to be at 18:07 p.m. Expect arrival times at 19:48. Airtime sim brief gave us is 1 hour and 13 minutes. Block time sim brief gave us is 1 hour and 41 minutes to finish the flight. Cruising altitude today is going to be 39,000 feet is the altitude we're going today. Distance we're flying is 455 nautical miles. Wind is 230 at 34 knots. Passengers on today's flight is 186 passengers on today's flight. Fuel we're going to burn today. Bulk fuel we have on board is 11,969 pounds. Cargo, 10,230 pounds. Payload, 42,780 pounds, you guys. Right now in Sacramento, they want us to take off wheels up on runway 17 right, where the transition out of Foothill is the transition out. When we get down into San Diego, they want us wheels down on runway 27, which is going to be a lock runway. By the way, it is not an ILS runway, you guys. So we're going lock, which means we're going to be pappies on the left side. We want 2 white, 2 red going in on the runway. So no glide slope. I mean, yes, there is a glide slope, but no ILS, no localizer. We're going straight visual, 2 white, 2 red pappies going in on the left side of the runway on runway 27 is what we're looking for. So with that transition, we're transition comic. Coming into San Diego is transition comic, which means we're doing a U-turn. We're going to go past the airport. You're going to see it on our right. Then we're going to circle around, make a big U-turn, come back into San Diego, and hit runway 27. So that big horseshoe that we know we do in all the other states. Let's pull up the weather. Right now in Sacramento, we are 85 degrees and sunny. And then when we go into San Diego, we're looking at 71 degrees and sunny as well. So clean departure, hopefully, and a clean descent as well. All right, flight crew, you guys have been briefed now. I've been briefed as well. So let's get the plane ready for passengers. Let's go ahead and make sure our AI go-getter co-captain is turned off. Nope, ready to go already. Look at that. Turn them off already. Perfect. Let's slide into the middle of the plane. Let's go ahead and hit our external power. 3 beeps. Fan kicked on. Plane is booting up. Let's go ahead and put our no smoking sign, seatbelt sign, APU master, APU start, APU master on, APU start. Since it's 80 degrees, let's get the air conditioner going. Nav light, logo light, turn that on. Beacon light comes on, turn that on. Let's wait for the APU to be available. Let's jump outside, you can hear it. Jump back inside. APU's available. Let's hit that APU bleed right there. Perfect. Let's go ahead and turn our engines on, but we'll leave the batteries off for now because we're going to go ahead and get the ground power going. So let's go ahead and get the ATC on the line. Ground services. Let's get the GPU connected. If I hit the right thing, there we go. Request power supply. Jump back to the captain's seat to the captain view. Right to left on the displays. Let's get those bright. Ground power unit has been approved and going to be connected to the plane here shortly. Right. Got our front displays. We may not, I don't think we'll need floodlights for this flight. We'll expect to get down pretty early, so we'll just light up the middle console here. We'll see how we do with the floodlights. Let's go ahead and hit our terrain, and then let's go ahead and get our flight directory on. Takeoff speed, we're actually going to put this in the managed position this time. We're going to leave that there. Headings in the managed position because we already got a flight plan entered in. We'll get our altitude in a little bit, and we'll go ahead and use our climb at 2,000 feet per minute, 2,500 feet per minute. Let's do that. 2,500 feet per minute, and then our FMC. Let's just get this all illuminated as well. There we go. Perfect. Let's go back to the captain's seat. Let's zoom outside the plane. And then let's call ground services. Let's get our catering services going. Catering truck is on its way. Let's go ahead and get the jetway connected. Let's get the jetway. Let's pan it this way so we can see what's going on in Sacramento. Looks like Southwest just took off. And let's get the baggage services. Alright, now let's go ahead and hit our co-captain AI communications. Let's turn that on. Alright. Baggage is accepted as well. Let's jump back and saying to turn off the master alarm because our main cabin door is open. Let's turn that off. And then let's go ahead and do our captain view for the rest of the flight. So we're going to sit up a little bit. And then we're going to scoot forward a little bit as well, about right there. Can we sit a little bit higher? Nope, we can't. Let's go down a little bit. Let's go down a little bit more. Right there. There's our view from the captain's seat for the rest of the flight. I like that. We'll make sure not to change it, hopefully. Let's get rid of this so we can go back outside, see what's going on in Sacramento, and watch our ground crew. How many go-arounds do we see going around right now in Sacramento? I don't even want it. We're moving on. Flight crew, we're moving on. Literally, we're out of here. Not a lot of action going on in Sacramento right now. Not a lot of action. Looks like we got one plane on the runway right there. Looks like one's coming in. Let's see what we got going on over here. This one's at the gate. United Airlines is at the gate. What's this one? That is I can't see the Southwest Airlines. Yeah, it's the South. We got over here. We got a Southwest. We got a N21. N21 at 3S. Interesting. Ground crew. Alright, looks like ground crew is finishing up, so let's jump back into the captain's seat. Actually, let's do this so we can see the engine start up. There we go. Alright, jump in the captain's seat to the captain view. Let's go ahead and do the ATC. Let's come over here real quick. We're gonna, you guys can see it. Hopefully you can. So, engine power is already turned on. Let's turn on our battery 1 and battery 2. Let's turn off our external power there, and let's get our GP unit disconnected from the plane. Perfect. AI got the ground power disconnected. Now let's go ahead and request back, and he's going to get our clearance and our altitude from a tower. And our departure frequency, actually, as well. See where they want us at. Just 8. One 2540 is our squawk. I mean, for our departure. Let's go do that. Alright, let's reactivate our climb. 2,500 feet per minute. Don't forget, we're going to leave our speed in the managed position. Heading's always going to be in the managed position. They only want us up to 8,000 feet. Yeah, we got our clearance to get into San Diego, so let's go ahead and turn on our ATC. Oh, Southwest 2236 is being talked to by the tower. Where should we put make sure our camera's good. There we go, camera's right there. Right. Alright, Southwest, stop being yelled at. Let's go in here, let's get our jetway disconnected. Let's say what up, JD, and goodbye, JD. Where is he at? Oh, JD. JD, show your face for everybody. Where's he at? JD. There he is. JD, see you at the next one. Oh, JD won't be at San Diego because that's a payware airport. So we won't see JD probably till tomorrow, unfortunately. All right, let's go ahead and get our pushback. Pushback is accepted. Looks like that's Sky West right there. 3487 just took off. We've seen a lot of takeoff. I haven't seen any landing yet. I have not seen a plane come in to land yet, so just saying. I know. I'm getting off of it. Moving on. Let's move on. Yeah, not coming back to San Francisco. Sacramento. All right. Pushback has been connected. Let's jump back inside real quick. Let's just release the parking brake. Parking brake is released. Let's jump back outside. You can see the pushback. Like I said, we're going to match everything that I based my 2 flights off of Salt Lake City and Phoenix to Salt Lake. Basing everything off of that. So we'll wait till the pushback is completely done. We'll activate the parking brake, and then we'll do engine 2. And like I said, we'll fly with the whole flight with the strobe lights on, because those are what the 2 pilots did on the flights I was on. So we'll mimic them. They set the tone for us, you guys, until another flight proves otherwise. All right, we got end of pushback. AI just got our end of pushback. So let's jump back inside real quick. Let's activate the parking brake. Perfect. Let's look up. Make sure ground crew is cleared, which they are. Let's go back down to the middle console. Let's go ahead and get our engine mode from the normal position to the start position. And then let's go ahead and start engine 2. All right, co-pilot just got our clearance to taxi to the runway. So I went ahead and turned on our runway lights to the on position, nose lights to the taxi position. Landing lights still stay on the restricted position. We do have our beacon light on. We do have our logo light on, our nav light on. Strobe light still remains off at this time. Fasten the seatbelt sign is on. Still no smoking sign is on. Engines are up and holding. Let's go ahead and check our flaps before we turn off the APU. So flaps, let's bring those down to 100%. Speed brakes, let's bring those up and on real quick. Speed brakes are up. See our flaps, they're going down. Yeah, we replaced our gate already. They're ready for the plane. We're ready to rock and roll. Okay, flaps are moving. Happy with that. Jump back in. Let's put those at 10% for takeoff and taxi. Speed brakes, as always, let's get those armed ready for takeoff. Engine mode back from the start position to the normal position. Let's get our taxi brakes on. APU bleed comes off now with the APU master, which turns off the APU available. Lights and everything are set there. Ground crew, thumbs up, salute. We're out of here. We're going to the right, you guys. Let me just double check everything. Check. Check. Okay. Let's go. Engine power. Release the parking brake. Momentum, turning plane. Let's go about right there. There's another Southwest takeoff, 2236. I don't know if I said that already, but like I said, I haven't seen anybody land yet. How long is this straightaway? That one's longer. Let's see if we can give Sacramento a shout out real quick. Oh, we got a long one over there. Sacramento Airport. Once again, this is the default airport. I think they just came out. Microsoft Store just came out with Sacramento Airport. You can purchase. Yeah. That should be straight. Sacramento, here you go. This side has off. What is that? Anybody from Sacramento on the flight crew? Anybody explain to me what this is? Is that really just dirt out there in Sacramento? Is that just, what is that? Just dirt? What is this? Anybody out there from there? Let me know. Oh, alright. Let's bring it in. Right there. Perfect. Alright, gotta really focus now. Yeah, I'm just curious. Is that really just dirt? That's all that is? Or is it just something that looks like dirt? Just my graphics don't make it pop through. Or is it because it's default, they didn't put anything there, but once you get the payware, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I bet you that's what it is. We don't have that bad of a taxi. We're just going to about right here. You already see the end of the runway. You see all the red lights right there. So we're just going about right there. Not a bad taxi out from Sacramento. When we do fly out, we do have to go up a little bit, that we bank to the left. Just so you know. So I may be holding the plane just a little bit on that turn. We'll see how close it is. I couldn't see from the flight plan, so we're gonna take it live. Oh, it looks like someone's coming in right there. Look at that. Coming up on very top of us. Southwest. Burbank, California. Had to sneeze. Alright, let's get the plane straightened out. We have enough momentum. Engines to the neutral position. See if they make us wait for that final, or if they want us to turn and rip. Let's see if they want us to turn and rip. That person's coming. Parking brake activated. AI's talking to the tower. Traffic's generic on final. We gotta rip it, guys. Once again, let's go. Which means runway lights, go to the off position. Landing lights are in the on position. Nose lights, let's put that in the takeoff position. Wing lights do come on. We confirmed that from the 2 flights. Strobe light comes on as well. Let's go ahead and get our stopwatch. Get that going. That's activated. Take our taxi brakes off. Speed brakes around. Let's go. Let's make the call. Flight crew, prepare for takeoff. We got a short final. We gotta go. We gotta turn and rip. I already got engines at 40%. I don't want this guy to do a go around. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I got my engines at 40. Let's get straight. Going up alive, coming down the same way. Let's get the engines at 50 real quick. Get fired up. Engine flex, let's go. There's 100 knots. .40. V1, rotating 15 degrees. Let's hold it. Positive climb, gears up. Still my plane. Now he wants us to turn. This is that sharp turn I was talking about. Still my plane. Just following the flight directory. Bringing it back. Bring the nose down. 2,300 feet. I'm going to hold the plane till we get to 5,000 feet. Then we'll transition to the autopilot. Let's see the results of our product. There's our takeoff. Not bad, not bad. Let me jump back in because it's still my plane. Downtown Sacramento. So far, not a bad departure. I expected something crazy. I'm not even going to lie. Coming up from 4,300 feet. Like I said, it's my plane. Transition to the autopilot at 5,000 feet. Let's transition to the autopilot. I'm going to push the nose of the plane down a little bit. Nose of the plane is down. Transitioning. Scooting us over. Don't know why. We were with the flight plans okay. Activate 2,500 feet climb per minute. Deactivate the speed brakes. I'm going to go ahead and take over the speed now. I'm going to push this up to 250 knots. 250 knots is entered. We're going to go flaps clean right as soon as we get past that threshold. There's 200 knots. Flaps clean. Very smooth on the takeoff right now, you guys. There's no turbulence, nothing right now. It's very smooth. Why couldn't that have been the same way? Well, yeah, no. Yeah. As soon as we get past 10,000 feet, we'll release the crew so they can get prepared for services, and then we'll open up the plane for free climb. Roger, Tower Delta 6242, climb and maintain flight level of 19,000 feet. Okay, they want us up to 19,000 feet. Climbing restriction still applies because we're under 10,000 feet. So let's just put that 2,500 feet per minute. Still holding 250 knots. Altimeter still at 29.89. One more time, there's our climb. That's what it looks like at 2,500 feet per minute. Beautiful. Very smooth. Alright, we'll leave it at this drone view for a little bit because that's where our reversers are going to go. So let's jump back in the plane. Roger, open the center, Delta 6242, altimeter 29.87. Alright, there's 10,000 feet. Let's bring the seatbelts on one time, free our crew up, lights come off, that means the landing lights go to the off position. Nose light goes to the off position. That's the beacon light. Wing lights come off, nav logo light stays on, beacon light stays on, and strobe light. We're going to keep the strobe light on based off those two flights I mentioned before. So strobe light stays on as well. Nautical range, we have it at 10, let's push it out to 20. And then let's get our speed up to 335 knots. .335 knots is entered. Free climb. Let's get that on the managed position. Just passing 280 knots. Wind right now is from our tail to our nose, blowing from right to left. Alright, flight crew, coming up to 17,500 feet. We got up to 335 knots and holding. Since we're coming up to 17,600 feet now and up to 18,000 feet, let's get our altimeter onto the standard position. Roger, Tower Delta 6242, climb and maintain flight level 2700. Alright, they want us at 27,000 feet. Still holding 335 knots. We have not made it in the Mach yet, into the match, speed match yet. Haven't got up to 20,000 feet. We're coming up to it. 19,700. I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and turn off our terrain. Like I said, we'll get that on our descent. Cruising altitude once again is 39,000 feet. And we're pretty much a straight shot right down into San Diego, other than that horseshoe we have to do on our transition in the Comet into San Diego, into that horseshoe. Other than that, we're pretty much a straight shot down. So we may be able to get the, and no turbulence right now, we may be able to get the fasten seatbelt sign off a little bit sooner than later because of the how the flight's going so far. We'll see how we do when we get up to 27,000 feet. Roger, Tower Delta 6242, climb and maintain flight level 390. Coming up on 30,000 feet. We just went over to the match speed, so we're at 0.81 Mach. That's what we're flying right now. It's dropping this down to about 309. Now 313, 314 knots. Those are engines. Oh, they sound good. They sound good. Roger, Oakland Center. Delta 6242. We will continue as planned. Isn't that pretty sick how they got the sun coming through the little windows we have, and it lights up part of the dash? That's pretty sick. I think we do have a blinder. I don't think it works over there though. Yeah. There's a little bit of turbulence right there, you guys. You see that? Ooh, that's good. Glad we didn't release the seatbelt sign yet. That's interesting. How do we look outside? Flight crew, let's pay attention to that. American Airlines to our right, 2177. We're still rocking a little bit. Wind right now is blowing from our right to our left. Looks like the knots are 61. I don't want to lose our pilot view. But it's going from our right to our left right now. Okay, flight crew, coming up on 39,000 feet. We've had a little bit of turbulence, not much, enough to pay attention to, but as of right now, throughout the whole thing, taking the whole picture in, I think we're okay releasing the crew and the passengers, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, flight crew, you guys as well are free to move about your computers and wherever you're at. Just don't leave the stream. But while we're up here, as always, let's go over our cruising altitude and cruising briefing. Let's pull sim brief back up. Anybody just joined on the stream who just got on board, welcome. I'm your captain, Phoenix Black Knight. We are just reached our cruising altitude of 39,000 feet, and we're actually going to go ahead and do our cruising altitude briefing. Our call sign today is Delta 6242. We just left San Francisco. I don't even want to say the name flight crew. That's how bad taste I have of Sacramento. We just took off from Sacramento. We're going in to San Diego. Our alternate airport, if need be, after dealing with Sacramento, is LAX. We're in the Airbus 320neo. That's the aircraft we're in. July 10th, 2023. Flight time departure was 18:07. Arrival time is estimated to be around 19:48. Time to beat is an hour and 13 minutes. SimBrief gave us to finish the flight, so we got to be wheels down by an hour and 13 minutes. Block time they gave us is an hour and 41 minutes. Cruising altitude 39,000 feet, which I mentioned. Everybody's free right now to move about the stream. Distance we're flying is 455 nautical miles. Wind is at 234 knots. That's actually gone up. That's actually at 230 over 60 right now. Passengers on today's flight is 186. Bulk fuel, 11,965 pounds. Cargo is 10,230 pounds. And our total payload is 42,780 pounds. When we were down in Sacramento, we took off with runway 17 right with foothill as a transition. And when we go down into San Diego, we're looking at runway 27 lock. No ILS, no localizer. We're going lock, which means we're going visual with Pappies on the left side, 2 red, 2 white, 2 white, 2 red, excuse me, on runway 27 in San Diego. Sacramento weather, 85 degrees, sunny. Going down into San Diego, 71, sunny as well. So, as of right now, climb going up the cruising altitude. We have no problems, absolutely no problems leaving out of Sacramento right now. We had a little bit of turbulence around 20,000 feet, and we had a little bit more around 30,000. Other than that, right now, sitting at 39,000 feet, going 0.81 Mach. No problem, you guys. No problem at all. So, we'll keep the fasten the seatbelt sign off, and we'll keep cruising as of now. No reason to change anything up. So, we're good. I am going to get on mute. As always, you guys, chat is up and open if you would like to chit chat. Other than that, I will see you guys on descent. There's Los Angeles, you guys. Los Angeles Center. They're actually contacting us right now. Roger, Los Angeles Center. Delta 6242. Continue as planned. There's Los Angeles Center right there. Los Angeles International Airport. Roger, Tower Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 310. Alright, they want to start in descend. We're going down at 3,100 feet. 31,000 feet. I pulled our speed back to 250 knots. Let's go ahead and get our terrain on mine as well. Let's turn that on now at this point. So we can see Los Angeles. There's the airport. There's downtown Los Angeles. And there's the airport, you guys. Nice. Just past 32,000 feet, coming up on 31,600 feet. Still holding 250 knots. Still got our altimeter on the standard position. Roger, Tower Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 23,000 feet. Going down to 23,000. No need for the fasten the seatbelt sign yet. We'll do it after our 23,000 feet. When's that sun setting? Starting to set. Roger, Los Angeles Center. Delta 6242, we will continue as planned. Roger, Tower Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 15,000 feet. Alright, let's get the seatbelt sign on. Flight crew, prepare for approach. San Diego, California. Look at that, you guys, right off the ocean. Nice. 16,000 feet, just past 16,000 feet. We're at 15,700. Still descending down to 15,000 feet, still holding 250 knots. Altimeter still on the standard position. Looks like we got two planes ahead of us right now. One looks like just took off in San Diego. That's Southwest Airlines 3543. Looks like they just took off from San Diego. They just got 10,000 feet in their climbing. Looks like SkyWest 3444 is going to San Diego. They're descending just like us. They get 9,000, then we get called for 9,000. They get called for 15, we get called for 15. So I bet you we're number 2 for landing. And they pulled his speed back to 230 knots. So I bet you they pull ours back too. Roger, Delta 6242, have traffic in sight. Roger Tower, Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 5,000 feet. Alright, they want us at 5,000 feet, which means I'm going to pull our speed back to 200 knots at this time. Oh, now they changed this to 9,000 feet, so we'll do 230. Roger Tower, Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 9,000 feet. Roger Tower, Delta 6242, we will not keep our speed above 230 knots. Got our speed at 230 knots, you guys. We're descending down to 9,000 feet. Altimeter still at the standard position. Haven't been told otherwise what to change it to. Looks like we're going to be number 2 for landing, like I mentioned earlier. Southwest Airlines in front of us. No, SkyWest in front of us. Excuse me. SkyWest 3444 is in front of us right now, descending with us. Is it Alaska Airlines 1245? Here comes our approach, which is comic. Which is, remember, here comes that horseshoe, which I mentioned, into San Diego on runway 27. Once again, no localizer. This is a lock runway. Happies will be on the left side of the runway. We want 2 white, 2 red. Didn't think about that. We may be landing with the sun in our eyes. What the? Maybe. Didn't even think about that till now. There's San Diego Center. Lindbergh International. Roger Tower, Delta 6242, continuous center. Ooh. Roger Tower again, altimeter 29.89. Delta 6242. Once we get to 9,000 feet, I'm going to go ahead and pull our speed back to our approach speed, which will be 200 knots, and that will give us flaps 1. $10,600 feet. Let's get our lights. Let's light it up. Landing lights go to the on position. Nose light goes to the takeoff position. Wing lights do come on. Strobe light stays on. Beacon light stays on. Logo light and nav light stays on. Runway turn off light does not come on at this time. Oh. Still descending down to 9,000 feet. We're at 9,800. Still descending. Still holding 230 knots. Still 0 flaps. We're under 10,000 feet. Let's get a nautical range from 20. Let's pull it in the 10. (9,400 feet). Perfect. Let's pull our speed back 200 knots. As soon as we lose some more speed, we'll go flaps 1. There it is, perfect. Let's come down here to flaps. Let's go flaps 1. Roger Tower Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 6,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Okay, once again, they don't want our speed above 230 knots. That's too fast for my liking. We're going to go 200 knots and flaps 1. Maybe we should get the Learjet or the Airbus 318 or the 319. There you go. Get a smaller plane. Then we'll cruise it. San Diego. Flight crew. We just flew into San Diego and we got clear skies. Doesn't San Diego always have like clouds? We were gifted today. Clear, almost clear skies almost. Still descending down to 6,000 feet. We're at 7,300 feet. There's that Southwest 3444. Looks like they're at 5,100. He's doing the big loop like we're gonna do. Roger Tower Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 5,000 feet. Expect lock runway 27. Alright, flight crew, we're going down to 5,000 feet. And we're also clear to approach as well. (5,100 feet, you guys. Still descending down to 5,000 feet. We are holding 200 knots. Once again, this is a this is a lock runway, no localizer. No localizer is going to come on. We're going visual approach and visual landing with Pappies. We've come a long way, flight crew. We have come a long way from where we started at the beginning. Whew. look out on the outside, see what it would look like. Not a bad turn, you guys. Oh, look at that strobe light. Look at the lighting, you guys. Oh, that's a good shot. Little clouds in the background, orange tint. That's nice. Let's pull our speed back. Let's go 190. That's going to give us a flaps 2. Let's hit flaps 2. Right now we're at 5,000 feet and holding. Speed being reduced down to 190 knots. We are flaps 2. Since we are at 5,000 feet, let's go down here, look to the right, get our throttle. Let's get it out of the climb position. Well, we'll keep it in the climb position, but we're going to pull it back to the R. That way it's so much easier to pull the reverses when we touch down. Roger, Tower Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 4,000 feet. Look at that sunset. You guys, flight crew, come on. Oh, nice.
2,500.
Still holding 180 knots. We still are flaps 2. We're at 4,000 feet. We're turning to the right here for a second, you guys. Our terrain keeps saying 2,000 feet, 2,500. We get tips of those mountains or hills, however you want to look at them. All right, we're coming straight. I'm going to pull our speed back again. We're going to go 180 knots. And that's going to give us flaps 3. We'll continue flaps 3 all the way into approach, and we'll go ahead and go flaps 4 at that time. All right, flaps 3. Kind of bouncing a little bit, aren't we? Going up and down on that side of the view, but as soon as you bring it in, not bouncing that much. Interesting. Still holding 4,000 feet. Our speed did descend. We're at 180 now. Like I said, we are holding flaps 3 now as well. Roger, Tower Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 3,600 feet. One more time, just turn it straight out. There's our runway, right there. Downtown San Diego. Looks like there's another plane coming behind us. Position 3. Roger, Tower Delta 6242, descend and maintain flight level 2,700 feet. Just passing 3,000 feet, still going down to 2,700 feet. Once we get 2,700 feet, we'll go ahead and hit our lock on. That should line us up with our runway and get us ready for our approach. All right, let's go ahead and lock. Get straight in with the runway. Hit approach. Roger, Tower. Clear to approach, Delta 6242. Alright, they cleared us to approach. We're going to kill our speed. Not kill it, but we're going to pull it back to 140 knots now. 140 knots is entered. We're going to go ahead and go flaps full. $2,700 feet, you guys. Speed reduced down to 140 knots. We do have approach on. This means we still should get the glide slope. So the glide slope, there it is, right there. Glide slope is engaged. Still clear to approach. We're not cleared the land, so we're not bringing out the gears yet until we're cleared the land. Then I'll bring out the gears. Oh. Roger, Tower Delta 6242, clear the land. All right, they cleared us the land, so let's go ahead and get our speed in the managed position. Just drop our gears real quick. First, let's go out here so you guys can see them. There we go. Drop the gears. We're not swaying. You guys remember Sacramento at this point? Or anywhere before? That's pretty nice. All right, let's go back here. Get this here so you can see the reversers. Let's jump back inside the captain's seat. Let's get our spoilers. Let's get those up and armed. Perfect. Auto brake. Let's get that on medium. And then let's turn our runway lights on. Strobe light on, beacon light on, nav light on, wing lights on, landing lights on, nose lights to the takeoff position, runway lights on. Flight crew, prepare for landing. $1,000. 1,000 feet, my plane. Continue. Continue. Check. Continue. What is going on with that guy? Who is turning on the runway, flight crew? I am not doing a go around. This is simulation. Reversers. See it. There's 60 knots reverser. Stow. Auto brake off. Flight crew. Welcome down, San Diego. Let's take this left right here. Let's put the engines in the neutral position. Let's go ahead and put our stop right here, stop short. Let's activate the parking brake. While we're down this way, let's put our speed flaps. Let's just put our flaps to 10% for taxi. Spoilers, let's get those disarmed. Let's work our way back up. Let's put our taxi brakes on. Let's come up here to our lights. Runway lights there on. Landing lights, let's put those in the restricted position. Nose light, let's put that in the taxi position. Let's go ahead and leave our strobe light on. Beacon light stays on. Wing lights, let's turn those off. And nav light stays on at this time. Let's put our APU bleed on now. APU master comes on. APU start comes on. Now let's go to our ATC. And let's go ground services. And Lindbergh ground. Let's go back. Let's go taxi to our gate. There we go. Let's give the engine some power. Release parking brake. Looks like they want us on gate 10. Roger Tower, Delta 6242 going to gate 10. Woo! A little blotchy on the load here. Good, right there. Alright, there we go. Hey, we're San Diego. Delta has touched down. Okay, everything okay now? That was a spaz attack. We gotta stop. We gotta stop short. Looks like we got someone coming out. Gotta stop. Engines to neutral. Let's put our parking brake on. Looks like our San Diego airport's having a little problems loading. Let's give it a sec. Looks like we do have a aircraft Southwest 2644 in our way. See if we can get him to taxi out. This guy's about ready to push back right here. Look at this. This guy's not even... Come on, Southwest. It's probably going to be a stalemate. Let's see what we got here. 1542 is this taxi. We're getting pushed back. Let's see where he goes. Let's see where he goes. Come on, Southwest. Where you headed? He's off. Where's he going? He's turning off. Alright, they're waiting for me. Let's just do it, flight crew. Let's go. Engine some power. Release the parking brake. He's not moving, is he? No. Alright, let's do it. we don't see this Southwest 2644 in front of us. We just, yeah, we don't see that one. Or we can call an audible. You can take the gate next to him. Let's take. Yeah, let's do this. Let's take this gate over here. That way we won't have to go by him. Going about right there. Perfect. Stop. Parking brake set. Engines neutral. Let's get our dome light on. Seatbelt sign comes off. Lean flaps up. 0%. Bring those up. Let's get our runway lights off. Nose light. Let's get that off as well. Strobe lights comes off at this time. Beacon light can turn off. Let's turn off the nav and logo light. Perfect. Let's go ahead and check around. This is good. Let's go there. Let's go ahead and kill engine 1. Wait for it to be below 20%. We'll go ahead and kill engine 2. We'll get the jetway connected. Alright, there's below 20%. Engine 2. It's going to stop our flight. Hour and 16 minutes, total flight in 15 seconds. Time to beat on sim brief. Anybody remember? I don't remember off the top of my head. An hour and 13 minutes of airtime. Sim brief said the block time was an hour and 41 minutes. So we were 3 minutes late. 3 minutes late on this flight today, you guys. Well, I mean, it is what it is. We can't win all of them. But hey, that is it for me, you guys. I'm going to log off and go eat some dinner and enjoy the rest of the night. I hope you guys enjoyed the flight. If you did, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and we are live again tomorrow, leaving San Diego to, we don't know yet. We'll figure it out tomorrow, and I'll get it posted on the schedule. But we will be leaving out of San Diego to Payware and going somewhere else. But until then, enjoy the sounds of the game, enjoy the sounds of the plane shutting down. And other than that, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Phoenix Black Knight, I'm logging off. See you later.